I would next like to introduce Dr. Wagdy Hendy. He is the Chairman and Managing Director of the Port-Said Cotton Export Company, Alexandria. He is the ex-Vice President of Textile, member of the Egyptian Agricultural Economist Organization, and member of the Oilseeds and Cotton Council, Ministry of Agriculture. He has many publications from 1990 to today, and he has been engaged heavily in the promotion of cotton for Egypt.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And unfortunately, that I had been already sent my paper with CD to the organizing committee to have some kind of screen, because you know that it contains much more very interesting tables. But I don't know if it is already be possible or not. So the CD already had been sent to the organizing committee since 1 week ago, so I cannot, I don't know if it exists on the computer or not. Please.
Let's try and operate the computer.
Very strange, because I already.
Dr. Hendy, may I suggest that maybe you can give some overview?
Okay. Okay, in here, I want to talk about my paper is headed a brief study of the market behavior for Egyptian lint cotton in the international cotton trade market. This is very important because in my opinion that there is, in the last 2 or 3 years, there is many arguments which arises about the competition between E.L.S. group and the E.L.S. group in Egypt. And many arguments said that we have to move hard from being mostly E.L.S. producer to E.L.S. producer on the behavior, on the way of that way of thinking is to stress on the idea that E.L.S. group is gloomy and has a very good future. We have to really heavily on this. So I started my paper to investigate some of these sources and to put in mind some of the facts that affect that way of thinking. I find that if we adopt the economic theory aspects and factors, we can get very good results. And one of the great American economists has published his valuable text in 1965, which is called Market Organization. Market organization, and this way of talking, is to define any commodity market in 3 main aspects: market structure, market conduct, market behavior. So to study the behavior or the nature of any commodity is to stress on these components. The market structure mainly depends on 2 main factors: market size and the main participant in this market. So, if we have a very abstract condition, we can define the market size for E.L.S. group globally as the following. Because you know that the very limited participant very limited participant in the E.L.S. group globally. If we take into consideration in the study period starting from season 1991 to 2001-2002, the main producer or the main participant in E.L.S. group globally is Egypt, USA, Sudan, Peru, China, India, Israel, Australia, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and others. And if we consider the average market size in this very limited market, we will find that in the study period, it almost be 1,200,000 UDP. It means it is almost about from 300,000 tons to 300,000 and 305,000 tons. It means in Qantars from 6 million Qantars to 7 million Qantars. So this is the market size of the E.L.S. group global. This is for the market size. if we try to study the main participant in this market, it will be as follows. In the average of the study period, the Egyptian E.L.S, and you have to know that both E.L.S and E.L.S group in Egypt, when we compare them on the global market, it considered as E.L.S group. So we introduce both E.L.S and E.L.S group for Egypt as such, but not for any other countries. It almostly, in the study period, it was almostly about 90,000 hectares. So we have to make a point of view of this fact. Already the 300,000, we already in the study period have from this 300,000 or 350,000 about 90,000, and the pima, American pima, about 100,000. This is the main producer. And then for the other main producer is CIS countries. There are three only: Tajikistan and Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan. It is almost another 90,000 tons. So on this contest, we can consider the two main competitors in the E.L.S global market is mainly Egyptian cotton and American pima cotton, because you know that CIS cotton, although it is have a considerable share, but it only affects some markets, few in Europe and a few in South Asia. But the main competitors who is organizing the total or the global cotton market is mainly two players only, or two participants only: American pima and Egyptian. There is, of course, another producer, but not so. I already mentioned to them, but it is not. There are not main competitors in this aspect. So, on the other hand, we have to rely on the price competition, because you know that price is also a main factor in this aspect in the competition between American pima, as we are already have deducted that there are two main participants or so the E.L.S group, cotton group, globally is considered as to be oligopoly. Oligopoly, it means that two main participants or two main players make the main role in this cotton market. So, if we try to make some point of view or some spotlight or some spot on this contest, so we have to rely on how it is done between the American cotton, the American pima prices, and the main. You know that there is one variety which is considered to be the main competitor as such from the varieties inside Egyptian group. That is Giza 70. Giza 70 is considered to be higher by 77% on the same grade comparing the pima and American pima, due to the differences in spelling meal values between Giza 70 and American pima. It means that on the common features of the market, when the
the specific grade is higher by 7% than American pima to the same grade, it is mainly a very regular situation, and there is no any differences between the two prices. But if this difference is to be more than this or less than this, then everything had to be discussed, because you know that if it is already had been done, so something on the both two main competitors have to be adjusted towards each other to try to maintain its shape. Because as soon as you know that the second program, the second subsidy program, which has been already approved by the Congress on the year before, she concentrates on this fact that when the difference between the Egyptian variety E.L.S. and the comparable grade from pima for 3 consecutive weeks, the pima has to be already switched to have the low, because this difference is due to the difference in quality, so it is already accepted. But more than this, it is to be refixed. And if it is large, more than this or less than this, we have in Egypt have to be adjusted our situation to regain this difference. So on the last years, this is a graph, but I have to, but I am sorry, because this is a comparison between American pima prices and Giza 70 prices from the period from 43, 49 to 2001. If we go with this graph, we see that from we already have priced our Giza 70 price unrealistic through the years 93, 94, 94, 96, and 94, 95, 95, 96, and then, so I think in these 3 consecutive years, we lost some of our share in the benefit of American pima through this period. And then we try to be more realistic through the 3 consecutive years, so we already regain some of our share. And in the last year, from the years or from the season starting 2000 to 2001, the graph is showed that there is a very realistic adopting of our prices to be on the accepted level. So on these 3 last years, you know that we regain most of our share. And I think in this aspect there are some recommendations that we have to take into consideration to try to maintain our position and our share in the global E.L.S. cotton market. This recommendation can be summarized on working on reducing the production and marketing costs of Egyptian cotton to provide an appropriate economic advantage in order to complete the global cotton market as a central factor. Number 2, the importance of providing continuous scientific research for producing new and high quality to maintain the price differences between Egyptian and competitive, between cotton Egyptian and competitive crops. Consider resisting plants epidemics aiming at increase both the Egyptian cotton quality and Egyptian cotton shape. It is very important to care about the Egyptian cotton periodically by removing any strange substance. This substance is about to destroy the Egyptian cotton reputation through a national campaign must be followed to solve this problem. Assessing the Egyptian cotton to the whole year in order to provide its spinners with our cotton and any time to be able to compete with the main competitor American pima and also to regain the Egyptian cotton position. Production efficient techniques to finance price stabilization fund to protect the product from price fluctuations and also to cultivate the proper productive areas to gain a convenient yield to satisfy local spinners' demand. By this, our exports volume will increase in a way to regain our Egyptian markets besides opening new markets. Liberalization of cotton trade and positive actions to be taken to open the future cotton exchange market, where the demand and the supply will be the two main factors in determining cotton prices. Also, it is important to create a way to relate these two factors with the international market using high technology. Existing most care and attention in the ginning processes and setting a plan to shut down all gins while assessing well-operated gins in order to eliminate non-working power in this gin to reduce costs. Exert more efforts to reduce exported cotton costs by using only one procedure for pressing, which is gin pressing, and also eliminating the procedure of reopening bales coming from the interior gin to be farfara as a system of pressing. These bales as to the operation increase the costs, which lead to increase the price of Egyptian cotton in the international market, less competition. Stressing on direct contacts with the clients abroad and the necessity of personal contacts to be always aware of actual needs of the international market and its developments. Providing updated scientific studies such as demand, supply, prices forecasting, production, consumption, and other important studies that can be put in hand of whoever is taking the responsibility of making the decisions to enable him to make the right decision, particularly and scientifically. Making use of commercial bureaus abroad, either as Egyptian embassies or consultants, to provide successive updates, reports about international market position and the latest competitor attitudes. In the last of my paper, I want to thank you for your listening, and I am ready to answer any question you have.
Dr. Hendy.
Thank you.
May I thank you for your very valuable insight into the pricing and quality of cottons. We will get a chance to answer questions, Dr. Hendy, at the end of the session. But I may now